Hi, I'm Dan with Tiltcycle, and this is my studio, and I'm going to do a studio tour, and we're going to look at some artwork, and we're going to play some video games and pinball, so stick around. Tiltcycle started in 2016 after I was doing some artwork for Wild Card in Lawrenceville, just wire work and stuff, and at the time I was called Wire Knot, ? Very awesome name. Mendelsohn asked me to do some pinball artwork, so I did some pinball artwork. And I always enjoy doing the themed art shows, the group shows, because it does challenge you to do stuff that you wouldn't, kind of out of your comfort zone, like making these videos. So I really haven't done any videos until now, so doing this for Handmade Arcade show, and why not? Because I have a fun studio, but again, nobody could come over. No one's been over since COVID. We've had it for a year. So summer 2019, moved in here. It's a 30 by 30 concrete block. So it's a little cold in the winter. It's freezing in here in the winter. I have some heaters, like propane tanks and stuff, but it's just not enough to really dry paint and stuff. Yeah, so this is a plexiglass collage, pinball Playfield plastic on a Farfalla cabinet head, and so that's kind of how I'm using recycling for the plastics. And then these are just my shadow boxes. They're amazing, amazing remnants from bingo machines. These are pinball bingos. They're not pinballs, but I raided an old schoolhouse in Wheeling, West Virginia a couple summers ago, probably 3 years ago now, but they were just dumped in an old schoolhouse. This gentleman bought the property, and so we had the opportunity to take everything out of there before he was probably going to renovate the property. So it was a good salvage. I'm making 8 of these collage pieces. They're abstract collage pieces, so they go sometimes 3 deep. Framing, cabinet, Playfield. Some of them are 3 deep, 3 Playfield levels deep. They're, but overall, it's kind of just a subconscious collage selection. I'm somewhat going by color. This is dominant red, and I have a little bit of structure to it. I like to do a shooter lane in there, so it's somewhat pinball-y. But this one too, and I really like the reds and everything. So you can see there's more bingo stuff in there. So I really like the numbers. So then, guys, I wanted to show you this latest Playfield I did, which is an 8-ball deluxe. I got this Playfield because I thought it was awesome. Now, normally I do commission work, so I have like somewhere around 70 Playfields on the website right now. And with those Playfields, you can commission a lighted Playfield just like this one. So I came across this one, and I had another one in stock, but it is real bad. So then this one came up, and I was like, hey, this would make a really cool theme. And I did a cue ball wizard last summer, and what I did was I added all these like mini billiard balls. I have a full set on here. I drilled them out, attached them with screws in the back. No damage to the Playfield. And then on top of that, I added, I found this child's billiard cue. So I added that where the shooter lane should be. And it just kind of completes it. So over here is my Pinball Plastics, broken Pinball Plastics. I eventually will cut them out and make them into birds or whatever kind of application. I'm doing hair clips right now. And those are very specific to the plastics. So, I thought, Flash Gordon's pretty rad. And then Disco Fever's pretty rad. Beat the Dealer. I don't know. These might work. I'm not a lady. I don't wear the hair clips, so I'm trying to find stuff that's interesting. So the process goes, I have this scroll saw, and then I'm basically cutting out the plastics. It's a fine tooth, and you can get a lot of control with this machine. Whereas with my hand jigsaw, you can do a lot faster rips, more, but you don't break the plastic. Whereas with the scroll saw, you get finer cuts, and you're not breaking the plastic, and it still takes a little bit of finesse. Okay, and then here is my Pinball Remnants. And this is, the accumulation of cabinets and playfields and just, you name it, whatever I've worked with in the past, 6 years. So, things come in, I keep everything, and here's what these are just. They're kind of mocked up right now. I've finished 3. My goal is to finish 8. But here you'll be able to see. So this stuff, I cut it, I might clean it up a little bit, but I'm sanding and cleaning everything, and then it's all going into the collage. So this over here is my Playfields cart. So I built this cart out of recycled everything except the plywood, or the 2x4s. So it's I wanted it again. I want everything on wheels in here. Just it's a hell of a lot easier to move things around and rearrange if everything's on wheels. And I was moving playfields, 4 at a time or whatever. Over here are all the cabinets that I got. I don't think I'll be getting them again. My big supplier retired this year, and I got one final load this summer. It was pretty nice, but I don't think I'll be getting them in bulk like this anymore, which is cool. I probably have enough here to last me for quite a while. More playfields over here. These are some of the cabinets that I accumulated from the last haul. And so over here is my plexiglass cart. This is the first cart that I built, and it has wheels as well. A little more industrial than my Playfields cart, but it works. And I just was getting plexiglass, it was breaking, moving it around, falling. So this is a nice way to store it. And then over here we have entertainment. I've always wanted to have at least one pinball machine, and it's pretty robust. Being okay, so last year I got this centipede machine. A friend of mine online was like, hey man, my dentist is giving away this centipede machine. It doesn't work. And so, obviously the side art is incredible. And I was like, well, that's awesome. I'll totally make something awesome out of this. And cosmetically, pretty good. And so I got it home. I fired it up just to see. That's the first thing you want to do. And I could hear audio, I could play the game, the trackball was working, everything. The monitor was dead. So I called a buddy of mine who repairs monitors and dropped it off in March 12th or something, and then we went into quarantine. And it was like, all right, well, all his tools are locked down at work, and so we ended up waiting a while, and then I met up with him, I don't know, sometime this summer. And so I got the monitor back, popped it in, plays fine, plays great actually. So I'll show you. And then the final thing I wanted to show you was this slot machine, this horse racing slot machine that we picked up at an auction. It was one of the most hilarious auctions I've ever been to, because everything there was a slot machine or some kind of gambling device, and even the pinball machines, quote, pinball machines, were also converted into gambling devices. I guess the guy got busted, and so I picked this thing up for $20, just like, hey man, I'll give you $20, we're leaving. So he was like, okay, let's do this. So you select your horses. 3, 4, 5 is my lucky number, and then that was my old phone number. So basically, as you do that, win is cakewalk. So the win number will correspond with these guys. The win button's not working very well. I have to do it from behind, so I can't demonstrate it. So then you have the odds. So win, place, or show. Anyway, well, let's play it. Always do your multiplier. Set it up to 9. Hit start. Then the horses run. And I won nothing. Always do 9. Oh, it takes dimes. So that tells you kind of the era. So watch the horses go around the track. It's pretty rad. I love this game. Again, for $20, gives a shit.